even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go! 52 blaster!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Eckler fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Eckler again.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas.
Lutt's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came up...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle with Eckler. Bulldozes past him. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Raiders 3. Will Lutz set to
After the
kick it off.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First down again at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good gain of 14 yards, but not enough. It's 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Ready. You tell it. Ready. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Austin Eckler
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Raiders 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown.
First down pass.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Let's go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brand.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from it if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll drop to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the
Jackson hit and he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third and 2. Here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Get ready. Strike 50.
They'll throw now on the final play. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
First and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now he's flushed out left.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 60. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Raiders 18. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Shot 17. Field blue. Check 2. Going red. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
18. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And some space here.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jackson now.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL. Now Jackson on first down. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Now Jackson. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Hurry!
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Marcus Jones picks it.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. It's complete. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Finding space at the 40.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now is Jackson.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Jackson to throw.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami,